No ants. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This video is just going to be a Q&A and a little bit update what I've been doing for the past week or two or so. So just to start off, I want to thank you guys once again for the charity and all the donations. You know, we're making amazing stuff over there. Looking forward to see how that project goes. Now what I've been doing lately is just catching up on stuff and relaxing a little bit, but in between I've been doing stuff here and there. And for example, I went out with a Cure Foundation once again and we fed maybe 100-200 kids, which was great. Sherlyn also showed up and attended with us before she went to Cagayan to visit her family, and then she'll be going to Shanghai for about a week or so, doing some shows over there. I've also been trying to buy a motorbike here, and that has been a really big problem because you know, Filipino time has been kicking in. You want a selfie? It's just me took it to the camera. Is it okay? 5 minutes? Alright, let's get this quickly over with. Filipino time has been kicking really well in. I got a good taste of that, trying to get my motorbike license and trying to buy a bike. So I spent 2 days doing a drug test, health test. Got that, of course, and then you have to go to this place in South Bus Station, Cebu, to get the license. When I get there and try to apply for the license, they tell me you have to have a 12-month visa. So that was a complete epic failure, and I wasted 2 days doing that. Second of all, I spent 2 days searching for bikes within the city, meeting people and all that, and then I came to a conclusion. I just wanted to buy a new bike. So I was gonna buy a Honda bike, and after 2 whole days searching for a bike, I came to a conclusion. I wanted to buy this one specific bike. I handed out the money, did the paperwork, and then they told me it takes 2 months to register. Filipino time really kicking in. So I canceled that, and now I'm still searching for a bike secondhand that's already filled out the paperwork. Well, I don't know still yet. Maybe I'll buy a bike and then rent the bike for 1 month because I want to go on an adventure. Ups and downs all around, but without further ado, let's go into the Q&A. I asked you guys on Facebook and Instagram. Sorry about that, it's quite hard to find a quiet spot here in Cebu, so let's just move a little bit down the road. Tonrats Choco asked me if I can do a charity work also in the Samar Islands of the Philippines. It's the most neglected province in the country with high poverty. I wish I could do a lot of things at the same time, but as of this moment, Tonrats, as much as I want to help that area, I'm focusing on finishing my charity. Ichucha Nat asked me when I'm gonna introduce Miss Cheryl into my family. Woo! Take it easy. Zalia Z asks, for so many countries, why you choose Philippines to build a charity? Honestly speaking, Philippines is by far the most poverty country I've ever seen in my life. So that is why. And also Philippines gave me so much, so I want to give back. That is also one of the major reasons I choose Philippines to do something good and give back. June Aripas asked me, what is your favorite dish and least favorite? Can you explain more? Oh my god, what is up with these flies? Love my sweet blood. And my finger here. See, bed bugs. What's my favorite dish? I assume you mean a Filipino dish, so it's gonna be chicken adobo. That is my favorite by far. The least favorite, I don't know, I just don't like the fatty stuff. If you have like a pork with a lot of fat, a lot of skin, one of those, I can't chew on it. Something about the fat taste that I just want to spit it out. Okay, honestly I can't do it here. There's too many flies and mosquitoes. Oh my goodness, this Q&A is all over the place, and those mosquitoes got me good. Spent like 5 minutes down on the road. This damn sweet blood. Once again, been dealing with this for the past 5 days, and I took everything out of my bedroom, cleaned it, sprayed everything, cleaned the mattress, washed everything. But anyway, let's get back to the Q&A. Can you explain in detail what your charity does? 2 or 3 things, I believe. One of them is, of course, the 24 girls. They have this place called Ranchos, a safe haven where they're being educated, taken care of, they live and study there, and you know, basically they have to stay there until they're 14, 15 before they're migrated back into a different community. And the nice thing about this foundation, they're the first one here in the Philippines that follows them after they finish the program. After they go back to the community, they're still following them, making sure, you know, they're on the right path. The second one is the feeding program. So they feed a bunch of kids on the street every Saturday, and I'm sure there's some other things they do as well. So if you want to know more about it, you can just go on the website. James asked me, what software do you use to edit your videos? I use Sony Vegas. Within Sony Vegas, there's like different plugins that I use. I use quite a lot of plugins, both for transitions, color grading. I have my own presets that I've, you know, created throughout the past few months that I use on different scenarios, whether it's cities or islands or water, underwater. Bill Jonas, what is the best internet provider in Mindanao? As I have a family I want to chat with there, but the internet reception stinks. Honestly, dude, I have no idea which internet provider is the best, but I can tell you that it depends where you are in each location. I mean, you could be in one spot in one city and, you know, Smart, for example, is good reception, and then you go to another spot and Smart is bad. Same with Globe. You just have to find yourself. That's why I always travel with both Smart and Globe. Marilu Manaloto asked me, are you planning to relocate to another country after a successful blog in the Philippines? Or Philippines will be your second home base now? And why? Well, this is my home base. I have no plans to leave this area. Even make it my, like I said, home base. You know, if I want to go to another country, I'll come back to Philippines and Cebu specifically right here. So this is my home base. This is my new home. And I don't plan to leave anytime soon. Sometimes at nights I go to Google Maps and I look at the Philippines, where to go, and I know it's gonna take a lot of time to explore as much as I want to do in this country. So yeah, I'll be here for a long time. Arthur Quinto, great question. Ordinary folks can't afford to travel all year round. Where do you get your fundings to cover travel expenses? I mostly get my fundings now by YouTube, and then I get sponsorship both of my travels and off travels. For the past few months, a lot of times I've been invited to go explore this place and that area. So those trips have, you know, reduced the cost quite a bit. And also YouTube pays me ad revenue. So that's basically how I run now. I also saved some money before I came to the Philippines. I used to work as a programmer, so I'm smart about my money. And also, you gotta be smart if you want to travel for a long time. You gotta take the buses, you gotta take the minivans and the tricycles, and, you know, reduce your cost of travel. And even searching for a hotel or hostel, homestay. Sometimes I go to a location and I spend, you know, half a day just searching for the right price. But that's a bit extreme. How do you describe your friendship with Kulas? Bros. Have you ever done a travel blog in the North Island, Pangasinan, and further north? I haven't even heard about that island, so sorry. I'll look it up though. Have you been to Manju White Sandbar? No, I've actually not, but I've been to Dumaguete and I plan to go there very soon, this year probably. Damn, these mosquito bites. What's my personal goals for the next 5 years? Wow, I don't think that far ahead. I think I planned out maximum like 6 months ahead. I usually do like six months, and then I revisit what I accomplished and what I did, and then I make my decision based on that, what my future goals are. So I usually plan like 6 months. So honestly, my real goals now are just to get a motorbike, because that's how I want to travel this country from now on. Then try to visit some other countries nearby in between, and also of course go back home and visit my family. That is honestly my goals right now. Will you visit Mindoro? Yes, I'm gonna see the dudes with the horns, the caravels. I wanna see those, and then of course Apple Reef. I wanna do some scuba diving. Yeah, those are really the only 2 things I know about that area. Why did I drop everything and decide to live here in the Philippines? Of all the countries in Asia, Well, originally I planned to live in Thailand. I even found a place there and really enjoyed that country. And I've been there a bunch of times and all over Southeast Asia actually. At one time I decided to visit Philippines and see how it is. I didn't expect that I would, change my mind to live there instead of Thailand. And after my first visit, I got it back in my head. Okay, the people are so great here. Affordable for me. It has everything that I want and dream of. I made my second visit early last year. That was the time when I said, all right, this is where I want to live. This is my country. Will I be traveling outside of Philippines anytime soon? Yeah, I might be going to probably some neighboring countries. I really want to go to Malaysia and climb the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. That's been on my bucket list for quite some time. But as of now, like summertime, I want to spend at least a few months here to try to go to as much as I can while it's beautiful weather. Also, comment below if you want to see me go to other places and maybe which country. If I go there, it's not going to be like permanently. It's just going to be like maybe 1 or 2 weeks to check out the place. Comment below which country I should go to. Near Southeast Asia or Philippines. Hacky asked me, Finn, what local brand do you use or consume since you stayed here in the Philippines? Local brand. Nature, Spring, Milo, what else? Jollibee, of course. Those are the first things that pop into my head. I don't know. What's the best thing on earth? And when will you go back here in Manila? Best thing on earth? Wow. Coconut trees? I don't know. Sunsets are the best. Yeah. I'm going back to Manila probably very soon. As of now, I'm always going back and forth between Manila. Let me know if you want to meet up again. How did you first hear about the Philippines? Is the Philippines what you expect it to be? There are good and bad points in every country. What are the good and what are the bad about Philippines? That's a long one. Okay. First part. When did I hear about the Philippines? That was back like 2.5 years ago. I had a friend in Iceland that introduced me about Philippines, and from that I discovered Kulas, and then I discovered Danny and Marsh, and then Will and all those guys. After watching them a little bit, I decided to go to the Philippines and see it myself. It's not what I expected to be. I mean, it's completely different from you think. Of course, you hear about the people being friendly and all that, but once you're here, it's more than you expected. The bad things aren't that many, but there are definitely a few of them. Like I've mentioned before, the Filipino time, it can get on, like I'm trying to get used to it, but it's quite hard. There's so many things that you understand why it's so slow, it's a developing country, but still some things you're like, oh, guys, come on, you can do better than that. Like the internet, registering a motorbike 2 months, like what? Why? There's one thing I always say about the Philippines could do better, and it's agriculture, because you can basically grow anything here. I think they should use the land a lot more than they're doing right now. For example, in Thailand, I love Thailand so much because of the food, and they're making every single crop, and everywhere you go, they have delicious food. And here, it's very hard for me to find good, clean food outside of the cities. Once you go out of the cities, the provinces, it's super oily and fatty and just not clean food. So it's a little bit disappointing when you go out of the provinces, but of course it's not everywhere like that, but in a lot of cases on my travels it's been like that, and it's hard to find good food. The good things, there are endless of them. You got all the islands, the people, of course. Yeah, something we probably don't have to go over. You guys know that it's an incredible country. Breathtaking. Am I going to Davao? Yes, absolutely. I keep getting that question all the time, and Davao, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know yet when. What I did before, I think I answered that, but I used to be a programmer or working for a credit card company. What's the best thing about Philippines aside from the beaches? The people, and how you're able to travel free. The freedom here is one of my best feelings here. Just get a motorbike and go there, go out, be free. Not many countries that are like that. You can say something in Icelandic. Okay, very simple. How are you? Hvað segirðu gott? You probably get this question a lot. Is Davao safe for a tourist? Absolutely, Davao is safe. Many people have said it's actually the safest city, one of the safest cities in the country. Are there any places in Palawan that are less touristy other than El Nido? Of course, there's one called Port Barton, and then Long Beach. Those two I would definitely check out. When did I start vlogging and what inspires me to vlog? A little bit over 1 year ago, but I never like went fully committed to it and made it my job. I only started doing it like 100% about 6 months ago. I really want to document my life, you know? People don't take any pictures anymore, print it out into albums. Now it's just digital form, and you know, one of the best ways to document your life is videos, and I like documenting what I do, I guess. Balot or burro? I don't know what burro is, so I guess I have to go with balot. Alright, that is it for this video. I'll keep updating you guys on the motorcycle saga. Try to get my license, a new motorbike and all that. Sherlin's going to Shanghai, and make sure to check out her channel. She's gonna be doing vlogs in the near future, or her kind of style stuff. I think it's gonna be some makeup and challenges and whatnot. So definitely go show some love to Sherlin. She'll be going to Shanghai and doing some shows over there. And so I'll be going for maybe 2 weeks around somewhere in the Philippines. I'm not sure what my schedule is. Maybe give me some ideas where to go. I might go to Samar on a motorbike trip, or Batanes or Babuyan. I'm still looking at those two islands. So yeah, we'll see. Peace out.